All right, today we're going to do something fun. We're going to download FydeOS, create the disk image on a USB thumb drive, but we're not using Balena Etcher. We're using the DD command in the terminal. This is today's quick take. All right, to be honest, I can't take full credit for today's show. This was actually brought up by one of my viewers who was watching the Linux Mint on a Mac Mini, and they were having problems installing the Linux Mint using Balena Etcher, and they ended up having to do the DD command in the terminal. Well, I've never done that before, but they thought it was a good idea to maybe tell the audience about it, so that's what we're going to do. FydeOS is actually an upcoming episode, and I thought to just separate this portion out into its own video. We're going to do this pretty quickly, so first step is we're going to download the FydeOS for this particular Mac, which in this case happens to be the Intel Legacy 2011 to 2014 3rd to 5th generation. We're going to click that and then click the official download. Well, I'm going to stop there because I've already downloaded the file. If we go down to my dock here, there is our download, and you're going to see our FydeOS image that I've downloaded from the website. But we need to extract the .img file first. I'm just going to simply double click, and it's going to bring up the archive utility and extract out or expand this .img file. Let's get back here in just a moment after that is done. And lo and behold, we have a .img file. All right, we're going to go down and we're going to go to our terminal. That's going to be located under Applications, Utilities, and Terminal. So there we are. Now, next thing we're going to do, we have this wonderful portable solid state flash drive. This is going to make things a lot easier for this whole process. So I'm going to go ahead and we're undoing this. Found these on Amazon. They're about $13. You're going to see more of this during our FydeOS episode. All metal. Pretty nice. You have USB-C on one side and your USB-A on the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this into our port over here to the side. And we have that plugged in. All right, now that that's plugged in, first thing we're going to do is we want to see the list of drives currently connected to our Mac. That would include the internal SSD plus this external. And the way you do that, as I found out, we're going to type out disk util space list. All right, we're going to see several items pop up. Now, the one thing that we want to look for is roughly this here is a 64 gig drive. Disk 4 is the one that we want to basically unmount. So the next step we're going to do is disk util space unmount space /dev/disk 4. And if I hit enter, it should give us a prompt here. There we go. It says it was already unmounted and it has a partitioning scheme. And they're saying we should use the unmount disk instead. So let's try that. That would be disk util. Like I said, I'm learning this as we go along. Unmount disk. And then same thing again. We want dev disk 4. Hit enter. And there we go. We've unmounted all the partitions from that drive. So we can now write to it. This is your opportunity to learn something new if you haven't played around with the terminal in Mac OS. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this copy. First thing we're going to do is we're doing sudo space dd. So there's our command. And then the first item we're going to say is OF, which is the output file. Where do we want this to go? In this case, it's OF equals, and it's that location again, disk 4. And then we're going to add another space, and we're going to do IF. This is your input file, and that equals, and we're going to do /users/HWN, and then downloads, because that's where it's at. Currently, it's in the downloads folder, right? That's what sits behind here. I'm going to go back to our terminal. And we're going to do slash. And here's a trick. If I move this out of the way, if we select the downloads window, we're just going to select this by slightly tapping on our trackpad, do Control A for select all, Control C for copy. All right, next we're going to go back to our terminal window and we're going to enter Command V or paste. So now we've pasted that in, and the next thing we're going to want to do is the block size, which is BS equals, and because we're using a faster drive, I'm going to put in 4 megabyte blocks. Now, one of the other things that we can do is use what is called the rdisk command. So this will work, but this will take a very long time for us to copy this over. So what we want to do is we want to take advantage of the disk speed that we have. And so in this case, if I go back, we're going to change dev/disk to rdisk. Now that we have disk changed to rdisk, that's going to speed up our copying. I'm just going to go ahead and press enter. It's asking for our password. Enter. We're going to let this run for a few minutes. You're going to see how long this copy takes. And there we go. We're showing 1,744 plus 1 records in and the same amount out. The amount of information transferred, which was 7.3 gigabytes, and it did it in 79.613 seconds. Let's do a test boot and make certain that we can actually boot into FydeOS. I am now switched over to the camera. We're not doing any screen recordings right now. What I want to do is we're going to restart this Mac. And while I'm restarting, I'm holding down the Option key. So this key right there. Restart, enter. And the fun and exciting part comes up here in just a moment as we wait patiently for this Mac to restart. There we go. Pressing and hold the Option key at this point, and we're going to get multiple options because we are running OpenCore. That is for the OpenCore EFI boot. There's our Macintosh, and there is this external drive EFI boot. We're going to go select that, and fingers crossed, if everything worked out according to plan, we should boot into FydeOS. All right, so I don't want to spoil any more for the upcoming show, but there you go. That is the FydeOS installation using the DD command in the terminal. If you like this episode, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for future episodes. And thank you again for watching today's Hey What's Next Quick Take. All right, just in case if you wanted to know, yes, it did boot up.